I mentioned in my top 10 guns of 2020 video that the Action Army AAP-01 was the dark horse gun of the year. I mean, there's a lot of love and dedication that went into this gun, and you feel it, and a lot of you loved it as well. I mean, it shot well, it was full auto, hella snappy. I mean, and let's not even get me started on all the customizability and modularity of that gun. Literally the David Bowie of the airsoft gun world. I mean, what a chameleon. So it goes without saying, no matter what industry we're in, there are always the trailblazers, then there are those who want to one-up said trailblazers. You know how the saying goes, guys, right? You know, imitation is the best form of flattery. Now, look at what we have here today. Looks like the AAP-01, to a certain extent even feels like the AAP-01, albeit it does look like it's dressed up as a Colombian drug lord from Narcos. Well, that's maybe because I purposely chose gold for this gun, but neither here nor there. We're here to decide today if the WE Galaxy is a knockoff or the real deal. Words often evoke emotions or memories. So when I think of the word galaxy, and when it comes to my mind, the first image is not space, but this galaxy. Yes, Mario Galaxy. I know. Sounds nuts, but that's just how my brain works. Mario Galaxy. Well, I know this pistol has nothing to do with the hit video game from Nintendo and from our childhood. One thing I have to say, it is kinda apt, seeing that WE didn't shy away from going all out with the color schemes of this gun. So instead of going the 50 shades of boring, like black and FDE, they have gold and blue and purple. And, well, of course they have generic black as well. So, yeah, kind of colorful, like Mario Galaxy. Externally, the pistol does have a very AAP-01 Ruger-esque Mark IV 22 pistol kind of feel to it. So I can definitely see if you saw a black version of this, you may have mistaken it for a AAP-01. The trigger is flat-faced and breaks relatively nice. Well, more on the trigger later when we shoot it. This upper receiver assembly is full metal and a one-piece design. Coming with the gun are Picatinny rails for the bottom and the top for the mounting of lights and accessories and lasers to your heart's content. And the top rail you can mount a scope if you want, a red dot, or any kind of aiming devices you want on the top. Standard out of the box, it comes with a fiber optic front sight, and I have to say, something with this green fiber, it picks up the light exceptionally well. It is as if I'm aiming down, well, a green dot, red dot sight. The rear sight is adjustable, so hey, big props to WE for putting that in there. Threading, as long as you remove this cap, oops, is 14 mm CCW, counterclockwise. Now, once you've removed the cap to expose the threads, bear in mind that this base here is also threaded. I have seen in situations where you can unscrew this part as well. Now, I don't know why you would, but it can happen. Right now, it's very tight. However, just bear in mind, if you're threading on other muzzle devices, don't overturn it to cause the base to come out. So much like the AAP-01, the big claim to fame with the Galaxy pistol is its modularity, but modularity in a different sense compared to what Action Army did. Now, when you receive this pistol, you're gonna see on the box what is it compatible with. Is it a G series, a 1911, or a high kappa? They say that because you could actually interchange the lower frame for a style that you like. And how would you do that? It's quite simple. So there's a pin here and a button at the rear. First, I'm gonna depress the button into the rear to lift the upper receiver up. Then I'm going to push this pin out.
A few moments later.
And there you go. Just gonna put this pin back in so I don't lose it. And this is your upper receiver assembly and then your lower frame. While we have the upper receiver assembly taken apart, I want to point out that you adjust your hop up right there. In my hand, while the gun does feel like I would be shooting any G-series pistol, there is some small modifications done to this particular pistol that kind of gives it its own flavor. Now, this rear cutout here, the beaver tail, it allows my hand to ride up quite high, given the fact that it is enlarged compared to what you see on, let's say, a WEG series or Glocks from Umarex or UFC. Charging this gun, I feel like it's not as smooth as the AAP-01. I don't feel like there's any grit to it, but I feel like something with the AAP-01 just made charging this thing a smoother experience. Another thing I do want to point out is compared to the AAP-01, the Galaxy is a substantially heavier pistol. I feel like this is about the same weight as if like I'm shooting something that is like a full steel 1911. But again, it's not a bad thing. It's not what you would expect. And that's probably because the upper receiver assembly is all metal and the magazine also has some weight to it. I'm using 0.2 gram BBs and green gas. Now it's time to shoot the WE Galaxy pistol. We got our target set up downrange, 10 or so meters away. Perfect pistol range. Now, definitely gonna shoot it on full auto, but I feel like let's just see how accurate the gun is first. Let's go. The recoiling sensation of this gun is very interesting. It doesn't feel like a traditional gun with a top slide that reciprocates, that's for sure. The trigger is very soft. The reset is there, but also very soft. Check this out. It's very soft, but it's not bad. Look at those results. For the results, well, it is what it is. Easily landing within a chest area. Flyer here, but for the most part, within the circular parameters and a few in the center. Now, time for the fun part, full auto. All right, let's take a burst. Fun, but a bit of a spray and pray. Gotta love auto pistols. So earlier I started this video off by saying the Action Army AAP-01 was the Dark Horse Gun of the Year winner for 2020. If you haven't watched that video, click on the card above or in the description below. We have some pretty choice words for it, as well as, well, find out what the other 9 guns were for 2020. So, what do you guys think about the WE Galaxy pistol? I want to quote a friend of mine called Andrew. And he said, "Man, I love WE because WE are the only people that are brave enough to execute on the crazy and the wacky stuff that just puts a smile on your face." And you know what? I can't agree with him more. But as of late, WE seem to have kind of shifted away from that. They've kind of matured or grown up in a sense, and you don't see so much crazy and wacky from WE anymore. But dare I say that with this pistol, is this some kind of return to form from WE? I mean, it's got all the fun factor dialed up to 10, and it's kind of got this whatever it is that's going on. It just puts a smile on your face really every time you look at it, because you don't really know what you're looking at. It's kind of like when you're perusing through Instagram and you see a really nice cosplay and you look at it for hours and you still don't know what you're looking at because it's kind of ambiguous. But it makes you smile, it makes you happy, and you love it anyways. Overall, I think the Galaxy pistol was pretty fun. The full auto was kind of crazy. I really enjoyed the metal aesthetic, though I do feel like at the end of the day, the AAP-01 feels like a more thought out product from start to finish. This feels like something WE would be like, haha, guess what, Action Army? Hold my beer. And bam, they made this thing. And it's not a bad gun, but I think the key would be, I will be waiting to see what WE does to support this pistol. Furthermore, what the community does to add more customization for the Galaxy. And that's when we'll really see the Galaxy and the AAP-01 go head to head. But what do you guys think? Would you prefer this guy or the AAP-01? Let me know in the comment section below. And if you want cool products like this and many more, don't forget to check out our online store at www.redwolfairsoft.com. If you thought this video was cool, hey, share it with your friends. If you like it, give us a like. If you haven't subscribed yet, click the subscribe button and the notification bell so you know every time we upload a new video. Guys, thanks for hanging out with me and watching another episode of RWTV. I'll see you next time.
To my left and watch, this is no ticket. Yeah, I'm the nigga.